Okay, picture this. You've just landed that first big promotion. You're standing in a dealership looking at a brand new truck that just smells like success. You sign the papers, you drive off, and you're feeling like you have finally made it. But what if I told you that decision wasn't an upgrade, but a trap? That's what a financial expert might say to you in that exact moment. A single purchase, one moment of pride that could set you back a lifetime of wealth. I mean, that sounds completely impossible, right? Well, here's the thing. It's not really about the sticker price. It's about a hidden, kind of devastating math that dealerships and banks are praying you never, ever learn about. So let's break it down. This scene is just so relatable. You've been driving that old beater for years, you see your friends upgrading their lives, and this shiny new truck, well, it feels like a ticket to the I've got it all together club. And the salesman? Oh, he knows this. He doesn't ask what you can afford. This is the trap, and it's laid out right in front of you. He asks what monthly payment you want, not what you can really afford. See, by focusing on that manageable sounding number, let's say $1,000 a month, they completely distract you from the total cost. It feels affordable, but the real price is buried deep in the fine print. Okay, so let's dive into the numbers the dealership really hopes you ignore. This is where the whole illusion starts to crumble, as we break down the real cost of a typical F-150. The MSRP might be 63 grand, but after taxes, fees, and that extended warranty they definitely talked you into, you're looking at $70,000 out the door. Now, over 6 years of payments, you'll actually pay a total of $84,500. And the kicker? After all that, the truck is only going to be worth about $31,000. Ouch. That's $53,000 in depreciation alone. It's just gone. It's the financial equivalent of lighting a pile of money on fire while sitting in some really nice leather seats. But believe it or not, that loss isn't even the most damaging part. No, that loss isn't the whole story. The real problem isn't just about the money you lost. It's about what that lost money could have become. And this brings us to a really powerful financial concept. It's called opportunity cost. And really, it's pretty simple. Every dollar you spend on something that loses value is a dollar you can't invest to build your future wealth. And that cost, when you add it up over a lifetime, is absolutely staggering. So let's just say instead of the fancy truck, you bought a reliable used car and you invested the difference. That's about $55,000. Now look at this timeline. By the time you hit age 65, thanks to the magic of compound interest, that one single decision would have grown into over $800,000. And this shows you the immediate impact. So imagine this. It's 3 years later, you've been making your payments, your truck has depreciated, and you are $60,000 in the hole. Meanwhile, your roommate, who invested that same monthly amount, is now up $43,000. That's a $100,000 wealth gap in just 36 months. So why does this keep happening? Well, it is not an accident. The sources we're looking at here argue this is a system that's literally designed to extract wealth from people who are just trying to get ahead. Dealerships often make more profit from the financing, the warranties, and all the little add-ons than from the actual sale of the truck itself. They're experts at this game. The average person only plays it once every few years. It's just not a fair fight. And the marketing? Oh man, it sells an identity, this rugged, mountain-conquering lifestyle. But the data shows 75% of truck owners tow something once a year or less. You know what its most common use is? Commuting to an office job. You're basically being sold a costume for a life you don't even lead. And here's the real irony. The people who can actually afford these trucks, they aren't buying them. Billionaires like Warren Buffett and Mark Zuckerberg are famous for driving modest, practical cars because they get it. They understand that wealth isn't what you drive, it's what you own that grows in value. But listen, it is not all doom and gloom. Understanding the trap is the absolute first step. The next is knowing all about the smarter alternatives. So here are 5 strategic moves you can make. It can be as simple as just renting a truck when you actually need one, or you could buy a 3-year-old vehicle and let the first owner take that massive depreciation hit for you. And just look at the payoff. Just buying a base model instead of the luxury trim could net you over $600,000 by retirement. Or opting for a smaller, more efficient hybrid truck, that could mean a $1.5 million advantage. These are life-changing numbers we're talking about. So here is the core lesson. Think of every dollar you spend on a car as having a multiplier. $1,000 spent today is $10,000 to $15,000 you won't have in retirement. That simple mental shift completely transforms a purchase into a major investment decision.
This really gets to the fundamental secret of wealth. The people who are working the hardest to look rich are often sacrificing their ability to ever actually be rich. True financial freedom is silent. It doesn't need a flashy truck to prove itself.
Ultimately, it all comes down to this one question. Are you driving for status today, or are you driving toward freedom tomorrow? Because once you understand the math, the choice becomes